Okay, so good day, sir. Good day, everyone. So, my name is Denver Angeles Garcia from BSID third year Block B. So, today, I'm going to create a video demonstration on how do you derive the VLSM subnetting table and addressing scheme of the given network diagram. So this is the given network diagram. So given na yung mga number of hosts dyan and then mga ports, mga ganyan. So today is parang ihimay-himay natin siya para ilagay dito sa submitting table. And so we're going to identify each network. And so our first step is to identify and to arrange the number of hosts from highest to lowest. Ayan. So our highest number of hosts here in this given network diagram is 900 hosts, which is from PC6. So 900. And then susunod is 765 hosts. Next is 350 PC2. And and then next is we have the 150 host for PC4, 150. And then next is we have the 125 host from PC5, 125 ito. And next is last PC3, 50 50 number of hosts only. Ayan. And then para naman dito sa sobrang row dito is i-include natin yung mga router. So given na sa mga router na magkaroon ng dalawang number of hosts. So lahat sila is ang number of hosts niya is 2. Ayan. Okay, now since okay na sa number of hosts, let's now proceed to the next column, which is the network address. So to get the network address of the first number of hosts or the PC6, we have the first dito. Itong given na to, yung 192, 192.168.0.0. Ayan. So, to get the CIDR, so magbe-base tayo sa subnetting table na ginawa natin nung mga activity natin, mga previous activity natin. So, ang CIDR netong number of hosts natin, ang equivalent niya is /22. Ayan. So, makikita nyo yung makikita nyo yun dito sa subnetting table na pinasa natin. So, for the theta, yun yung equivalent naman. Meron din doon sa subnetting table na pinasa natin. So, for the theta, ang theta ng host, number of hosts na 900 is 0.0.4.0. Ayan. So, to get the first usable address, all we have to do is to add the add the network address by 1. So, in simple case, like, ang gagawin lang natin, mag-add lang tayo ng 1 sa isang dito sa last column, ay last digit ng network address. So, 192.168.0.1. So, ito na yung first usable address na magagamit ng isang in-device. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, next is paano naman natin kukunin yung mga susunod na network address neto. So, first thing first, kailangan natin kunin yung theta ng network address na nauna, and then i-add lang natin siya sa network address. So, 192.168.0.0 plus 0.0.4.0. So, wait lang. Check natin kung nagre-record ba. Ayan. Recording. So, 192.168.0.0 plus 0.0.4.0 is equivalent to 192.168.4.0. So, yan yung equivalent niya. So, meron na tayong another network address. So, ang equivalent naman ng 765 sa CIDR natin is kukunin natin yung CIDR na pinakamalapit kay 765 host. Ayan. So, kung sa 765 ang pinakamalapit na sa kanya is yung 1022. So, sa slash 22 pa rin. Ayan. So, sa slash 22, so automatic na same lang sila ng theta, which is 0.0.4.0. And then, to get the first usable IP address, add 1 lang tayo sa network address nitong line na to. And then, that will be 198, 198, 192.168.4.1. Ayan. So, gets, kung paano po natin nakuha is mag-add lang tayo ng network, ay ng 1 sa, network address. Ayan. So, next one is the 350 hosts, wherein kukunin natin yung IP address niya. Same step lang tayo. I-add natin yung network address sa theta. So, 192.168.8.0. Ayan. Tapos, ang equivalent ng CIDR niya is slash 23. Diyan sa pinakamalapit. And then, kung titignan natin, ang theta niya is 0.0.2.0. Ayan. To get the first usable IP address, add lang tayo ng 1 sa network address and then yun na yung first usable. So, 192.168.8.1. Ayan. Next is another same step, 192.168.10.0. Ayan. Get the CIDR of the 150 host, we have slash 24. And then for the theta, 0.0.1.0. And first usable IP address, 192.168.10.1. And then for the network address, add natin yung network address and theta ng mga previous line. So we have 192.168.11.1 or .0 rather. Yan. So, okay na. So, ang pinakamalapit na CIDR from 125 is the slash 25. And which is, yan. And then for theta, we have the 0.0.0.128 or the 128. And then first usable IP address, we have 192.168. The 11.1. Ayan. Next is 50. Sa fifth number or 50 host tayo. So, kunin natin ulit yung total ng ng network address tsaka ng theta ng naunang line. So, we have the 192.168.11.128. Ayan, so tama. So, sa CIDR naman tayo. So, ang equivalent na CIDR ng 50 host is slash 26. And the theta, 0.0.0.64. Ayan. So, dito naman sa mga router, kunin natin yung same lang din dito. So, parang 192.168.11.192. Ayan. So, 128 plus 64, 192. Ayan. And then, theta, or the CIDR of 2 hosts is 30. And then, yung theta is 0.0.0.4. Ayan. So, same lang. Addition, add natin. So, 192.168 that 11.192.196. Next, same lang. 30 yung CIDR. And then, 0.0.0.4. And then, 192.168.11.200. Ayan. So, again, CIDR is 30. And 0.0.0.4. Okay, so lagyan natin dito ng isa pa kasi dito kukunin magagamit natin tong line na to mamaya para makuha yung broadcast address ng router 3. Ayan. So 192.168.11.204. Ayan. So now na kompleto na natin yung first usable pa pala ng ito. Ang first usable IP address ng 50 host is 192.168.11.129. Ito naman is 192.168.11.193. Ayan, tama. 93. And then next is 192.168.11.197. Then for the last one, we have 192.11. Ay, dot 168.11.201. Ayan. Now, para makuha natin yung last usable IP address, kailangan muna nating isolve si broadcast address. Okay? Para makuha yon, ang um, ang gagawin na natin is to tingnan natin yung network address nitong pangalawang line, which is 192.168.4.0. Ngayon, kung para makuha natin yung first usable IP address is kailangan natin magdagdag ng isa. Dito naman, kailangan nating bawasan ng isa, yung network address. So, ang magiging broadcast address ng 900 hosts will be 192.168.3.255. So, paano nangyari yun? Kasi, um, itong 0, pag babawasan mo siya ng isa, ang magiging equivalent na lang niya is 255. So, ang buong ito kasi, so, ang buong octet is kailangan makabuo ng, sa binary, makaano ng 256. So, kung babawasan natin ng isa yung 256, magiging 255 lang. Pero, mababawasan ng isa ito. So, magiging 3.255. Ayan. So, to get the last usable IP address, bawasan lang natin ng isa yung broadcast address kasi yun yung IP address na huli niyang gagamitin. So, we have 192.168.3.254. Ayan. So, same process, broadcast address. Kunin natin yung, bawasan natin yung itong line na yan. So, we have 192.168.7.255. And next is 192.168.9.255. Next, 192 plus ay dot 168 dot 10.255. Yes. So 255 next. Kunin natin yung ito and then bawasan natin ng isa. So magiging equivalent niya is 192.168.11.127. Ayan. So tama. Next one is kunin natin yung ito 192.168.11.191. Tama. Next is same process 192.168.11. Bawasan ng isa 195. Next 192.168.11. Bawasan ng isa 199. Ayan. So, ito na yung sinasabi ko kanina na kailangan natin magdagdag ng isa ditong isang network address para makuha natin yung broadcast address ng huling router. So, for this, 192.168.11. Ito, 204 pala to. Sorry, correction lang po. Dot 203. So, I guess kompleto na dito sa may broadcast address. Kailangan na natin kunin yung last usable IP address wherein kailangan natin bawasan ng isa itong broadcast address dito sa line nila. So, line 2 is 765 hosts. We have 192.168.7.254. Next is 192.168.9.254. Next is 192.168.10.255. No, 254, sorry. Ayan. Next is we have 192.168.11. Ayan, sobra na to. Ayan. 11.192. 126. Dito naman is 192.168.11.190. 90. 192.168.11.194. Next is 192.168.11.198. 192 and 168.11.202. Ayan. So now na-complete na natin ang VLSM subnetting table. So magpo-proceed naman tayo ngayon sa ating addressing scheme wherein kailangan nating i-fill out lahat ng mga blanks dito. Ayan. So dapat supposed to be is ma ito, magawa natin. Ayan. So first is addressing scheme. We have the interface column, IP address, subnet mask, and the default gateway. Ayan. So dito sa interface natin, so as you can see dito sa may ating network diagram, we have the first Ethernet 0, and the fast Ethernet port 0, and then we have the fast Ethernet port 1, and then we have the what you call this serial, ayan, serial port 0 and the serial port 1. Ayan. So ang ilalagay lang natin dito is yung FA 0/0, and then dito naman is FA 0/1, and then SE 0/0, and then SE 0/1 or 0, yeah, tama, or 00/0 pala, tas 00/1. And so ganun lang din yung gagawin natin sa interface ng R2. So ikakopy lang natin sila and then paste, and then yan. So to get the IP address of fast Ethernet port 0 is titignan lang natin yung sa router 1, tignan natin kung sino yung network na may connection kay fast Ethernet 0. So dito sa connection, we have the fast Ethernet 0 port is the 350 host or the PC2. So 350 host, ito siya. So ang kukunin natin dito is yung first usable IP address. So ito yon, 192.168.88.1. So 192.168.8 160.8.1. Ayan. So next is the fast Ethernet port 1. Ang equivalent naman niya is sa may 125 host. 125 host is ito. So first usable IP address niya is 192.168.11.1. So 192.168.11.1. Next. Next is the SE or the serial port 00. Ito. So 0. So ito is DTE. So merong dalawang part ay dalawang serial Ethernet. We have the DTE and the DCE. So when we say DCE, ito ang kukunin natin ay ang first usable IP address ng isang router. And sa DTE naman, kukunin natin yung pinaka-last usable IP address naman noon, nung nakakonektahan niya. So dito, ang serial port 0 natin is nasa router 1. So, kukunin natin yung connection niya dito. So, kukunin natin is yung last usable IP address ng router 2, which is, or mali, ang kukunin pala natin is yung last usable IP address ng router 1 mismo. So, we have ito, 192.168.11.194. So 192.168.11.194. Ayan. So sa serial port naman serial port 1 naman is ang kukunin naman natin dito is yung nakakonect kay DCE router 1 dito sa router 3. So ang gagawin natin is kukunin natin yung first usable IP address naman ng router 3. So ang first usable IP address ng router 3 is 192.168.11.201. 11.201. So yun, yun yung way natin para ma-identify natin yung IP address ng bawat interface sa isang router or sa isang switch. Now, let's get their subnet mask. Again, dito sa may first, dito sa may first na FA01 is, ano yan? 350 PC2. So, ang PC2 natin is, equivalent niya is 255.255.254.0. Ayan. So, dito naman sa FA01 which is sa PC5 natin na 125 slash 25 ang equivalent niya is dito sa subnetting table natin is 255.255.255.128. So dito naman sa ating router naka slash 30. So ang ating subnet mask is 255.255.252. So same lang naman yung router 1 at saka yung router 3 ng ng CIDR and parehas lang din sila ng subnet mask. So same lang din 255.255.252. Ayan. Sa default gateway is automatic pong naka-NA yan. Ayan. So, NA lang po natin lahat. NA, NA, NA. So, copy. Ayan. So, okay na. Now, let's proceed to router 2 naman sa Fast Ethernet 0. Router 2, Fast Ethernet 0 is 765 hosts. 765 hosts, first usable IP address 192.168.4.1. 192.168.4.1. So ang subnet mask niya is slash 22 or equivalent niya is 255.255.255.252. Ayan. Ay, mali. 252.200.0 pala. Sorry. Next is the Fast Ethernet 1. We have the PC4 150 host. So, ayun. So, first usable IP address 192.168.10.1/24. So, kukunin natin yung 192.168.10.1. Slash 24 is 255.255.255.0. So, yan yung subnet mask niya. Now, let's proceed to ito sa DCE. So, yung serial port 0 natin dito sa router 2 is DCE. So, ang gagawin lang natin is kukunin natin yung first usable IP address ni router 1 kung saan siya nakakonect. So, ang router 1 natin is 192.168.11.193. That 11.193. Ayan. So, ang slash niya, ang CIDR niya is slash 30. So, simply 255.255.255.252. So, ang serial port 1 naman sa router 2 is connected siya dito, DTE siya. So, kukunin natin is ang last usable IP address. Ang last usable IP address ng router 2 mismo. Okay, so ang last usable IP address ng router 2 natin is ang 192.168.11.198. So, yun yung kukunin natin dito. 168.11.198. So, subnet mask is /30 equivalent by 255.255.255.252. Ayan. Okay, so sa last part ng router 3 naman, we have the router 3. Ayan. So, fast Ethernet port 0 is PC6 or the 900 host. So, ang first usable IP address ng 900 host is 192.168.0.1. So, lagay lang natin 192.168.0.1. Ang subnet mask niya, since ang CIDR niya is /22 equivalent of 255.255.252.0 din. 252.0, ayan. So, for fast Ethernet 1 naman sa router 3, we have the PC3, 50 host. Ito, so, first usable IP address ng 50 host natin is 192.168.11.129. So, 192.168.11.129 is the first usable IP address of fast Ethernet 1 in under router 3. So, IP address or the subnet mask rather, sorry, is /26 or equivalent of 255.255.255, ay mali na. Ayan. 255.255.250 55.192. Ayan. Next is the serial port 0 under the router 3. Serial port 0 is ito siya, DCE. So, ang kukunin natin is yung first usable IP address ng sa nakakonect sa router 3 kay router 1. So, kukunin natin yung fast Ethernet ng ang first usable IP address ng router 2. Kasi, ito si DCE nakakonect kay router 2. So, kukunin natin yung first usable ni router 2. We have the 192.168.11.197. 197. And subnet mask /30 is 255.255.255.252. And then next is dito naman sa ating serial port 1 under router 3. So since we have the DTE here, so ang kukunin natin is yung last usable IP address ng router 3 din. Ayan, so ang last usable IP address ng router 3 is 192.268.11.202. So ang subnet mask niya same lang, 255.255.255.252. Ayan. So next, dito na tayo mag-proceed. So ito na yung pinaka-summary naman ng ating ginawa. So, para makuha natin, okay, so dito tingnan natin yung network diagram natin. So, sabi PC0. So, kung walang PC0 dito sa ating network diagram, is lalagyan lang natin siya ng not applicable or NH for short. NA, just NA. Ayan, so PC1, sabi PC1 here, and yung IP address ng PC1. PC1 is, hanapin natin si PC1 dito, is 765 hosts. So, hahanapin natin yung 765 hosts dito. And, kukunin natin yung last usable IP address. Instead of kunin yung first usable IP address, ang gagawin natin is kukunin natin yung last na IP address ng PC1. So, ang last usable IP address ng PC1 is 192.168.7.254. And so, lagay na natin 192.168.7.254. Okay, so PC2 naman tayo, wait lang, subnet mask muna pala para hindi natin bumalik. So, sa subnet mask naman, again, kunin lang natin yung subnet mask ng 765 which is /22. So, ang equivalent is 255.255.252.0. Ayan. So, dito naman sa default gateway natin, kukunin natin yung first usable IP address naman ng PC1 which is the 765. So, ang first usable IP address niya is 192.168.4.1. 192.168.4.1. Ayan, so kompleto na natin and nalaman na rin nasabi na rin kung paano siya nakuha and paano natin siya in-identify. So now let's proceed to PC2 which is PC2 here is the 350 host. So dito lang din tayo magpo-focus kaya 350 host. So ang last usable niya is 192.168.9.254 with 20/23 CIDR. So 192. Ang lagay natin dito is 192.168.9.254 and then ang subnet mask niya is /23, so ang equivalent niya is 255.255.254.0 din. Ang pinaka default gateway niya is ito 192.168.8.1. Ayan. Next is the PC3. PC3 is PC3 50 hosts. So dito lang din tayo, 50 hosts. So ang last usable IP address niya is 192.168.11.190. 192.168.11.190. So /26. So ang subnet mask niya will be 255.255.255.192. So, ang first usable IP address ng 50 host, ang PC1 natin is 192.168.11.129. Ayan. Next, proceed naman tayo sa PC4 which is 150 hosts. Ayan, so ang last usable IP address ng 150 host natin is 192.168.10.254. 192.168.10.254. 68.10.254. And ang subnet mask niya is, ang equivalent niya is, anong slash yan? PC4 slash 255.255.255.0. Ayan. So, ang ating first usable IP address para sa PC4 natin is we have the 10.0. 192.168.10.0. Ayan. PC5, ang PC5 natin is 125 hosts. So, for last usable IP address is 192.168.11.126 with /25. So, ayun. So, 192.168.11.126. And then, ang pinaka equivalent ng subnet mask niya is 155.155.200.128. And then, yung default gateway naman niya, 125 is 11.1. 192.168.11.1. So, PC6 natin is the 900 host. So, magpo-focus lang din tayo dito sa last usable IP address niya. We have 192.168.3.254. 192.168.3.254. And so, ang equivalent ng subnet mask niya is 255. is 255, 255, 255, 255, 252.0. Ayan. So, ang first usable IP address niya is 192.168.0.1. Okay, so now na kompleto na natin yung VLSM subnetting table and the addressing scheme of the network diagram or the given network diagram, this will be our material para sa static routing na gagawin natin later on. And then, ayun. So, ayan, okay na ba? Create the video. Okay, so, and so that's all, sir, for the course output, subnetting of networks, the demonstration on how do you derive the VLSM subnetting table and addressing scheme of the given network diagram in um, in networking 102. Thank you po.